Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Today we are checking out an accessory for your Meta Quest 3 and 3S headsets. These are the G4 Pro Performance controller grips. They retail for $43 Canadian on their website. You can use my promo code Brian Sloan, all capital letters, for an extra 5% off of your purchase. In this one I'm going to unbox it. I will show you how to put them on and then I'll give you my review of them in the end. If you haven't checked out my other VR accessory reviews, I'll link that playlist below. Let's jump into this one. One thing before I unbox these that I think I should point out, as you can see right at the top here, these are made for Meta. So this is a Meta approved accessory. They went through a lot of different safety guidelines, safety standards, and so I think they've done a very good job with this one. So let's unbox these and see what we have. Alright, so initial feel is great. I'm excited to try these ones out. I've always used Kiwi Design controller grips. Quest 2, now my Quest 3 and Quest 3S. These are the way to go. I always like the feel of the silicone compared to other ones. So let's try them out, and hopefully we're keeping on track with these new ones here. So you're going to get the grips themselves, the battery covers, and these are just extra little battery, battery poles that get the battery out if you'd like. They just go underneath the battery when you put them in, and then you can easily pull to get them out instead of trying to use your nail or something. That's the worst with these ones. Alright, so to install these, pretty simple. If you want to continue to use the wrist straps, you can always put those back on here. Mine always fall out when you take off other grips. And then we're going to put on our battery cover as well. Make sure you're putting on the right one. It slides in just like a regular one. You can press the button and push down and it comes right out easily as well. Again, normally this would normally go underneath the battery, but I don't really want to take my battery out right now because I don't want to have to use my nail. And so I'm just going to leave it as it is and just kind of shove it in there a little bit. So if you want to leave the wrist strap on there, you're just going to feed it down through. Sorry, I'm a little bit off camera there, but until you reach all the way through. And then you're just going to kind of push that down in and fold that over the top. And that's pretty much it. Make sure the buttons came through. Pull that strap all the way through if you still have it using that. And then normally that really wouldn't be sticking out because it'd be underneath the battery. But I'm going to just shove it in there. Tuck it into the side. And then you can close that battery opening there as well. And that actually closes quite nicely. Probably the best they've ever done. Then you can adjust the strap there for your hand as you'd like. And that's really it. You're good to go. So let's quickly do that with the other one as well. Okay, and there we go. We got both controllers with the new grips on them. So I'm going to go and try these out now and see how they feel, see how they play, and then I'll come back and give you my review of them. Alright, so here we have the G4 Performance controller grip covers here. I've had a chance to try them out and wanted to give you my review of them. I'm just going to put one down so it's a little bit easier to show you a few things here. In terms of how comfortable they are, I've always liked the silicone feel that these ones have. They're slightly textured, and that helps with your hands not sweating so much, and I just find that is a better grip. I've used quite a few from different companies that are just a solid silicone. My hands always sweat more, and it just seems more slippery than this one does. I really like this comfortable feel that they have. Now before, Kiwi always went with a leather type strap, and they've changed the game with this one a little bit. They have a silicone piece popping out here, and that goes to, it is a button. So it is more of a solid button, but then even the joint here is covered in silicone, and then this is more of a flexible fabric instead of having that leather with metal rings around. Those were solid, but this is a different idea. And then it comes right into the bottom here. Instead of having another button and another joint on the bottom, it goes right into the bottom to have a nice smooth transition, which is going to help with it being more comfortable. That's pretty solid. And then adjustability there is really easy. You got 4 pads there, 5 pads there of Velcro, and it can attach anywhere along the path there, and then you're just good to go, right? So you don't even really need to use these if you don't want to. I usually still use both just because that's how I am. battery opening is really easy to open, access. When you put that the little strip underneath of the battery, you can pop it out quite easily, put a new one in, and then you're good to go. I've been using Kiwi controller grips for a couple of years now. Again, I have tried other ones. It's not that I haven't tried other ones. I've tried, from Zyber, VR. I've tried from a whole bunch of different ones. I can't think of them off the top of my head. But I've always gone back to the Kiwi ones because I've always been most impressed with them. If you have any questions about them, feel free to let me know. If you're interested in purchasing them, you can find a link to them in the description below and use my promo code Brian Sloan, all capital letters, for an extra 5% off of your purchase. Make sure you check out my other VR accessory reviews. We'll see you next time here on Brian Sloan Artist.